What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today my buddy picked up a 21 Denali and he wasted no time going to work, getting a paint match, doing a couple little mods that I want to go over. These 21 trucks are a little bit different than the 2020s, which is the one I have, and there's a couple nice little features that they added to these that I didn't really know about until I saw it firsthand. What we're going to be doing today is adding some rock lights, but we're not going to do that on video because it's going to be like a long video. I'm going to save the rock light install until my truck, but we have 40 efficiency lighting supply rock lights. If you guys are looking for rock lights, these are hands down the best ones to get. They are super bright, and I'm going to run these on my truck as well. I installed these a couple times, and they're really, really quality rock lights, but that's what we're going to be doing today, but off camera. But I just want to talk about how this 21's different, go over a couple nice little mods that are done to this, such as the fender lights and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's hop into this and go over everything that's basically done to this 21 already. Like I said, he wasted no time. He's only had this like a couple months. The truck really has no miles on it, but the mods that he did are very nice. So I want to go over that, the mods that I want to do to my truck as well, and then the little differences that I might want to add to my truck. So let's dive on into it. I just went ahead and turned the lights on. The last thing to do are the white LED cab lights. Other than that, basically the lighting's done on this. Up front here, you got the illuminated GMC badge. I want to do this on my truck, but I'm not exactly sure what color I want to get the GMC, if I want to keep it red or black. I'm really kind of torn. The black kind of pulls it together, but I think the red makes it stick out a little bit more, so that's why I'm thinking I'm going to stick to the red on my truck. And as you can see, it illuminates. You can actually buy this directly from GM from dealership, which is really nice. You can't beat GM's quality. I mean, you'll never get moisture in these lights or anything like that. And it's a super nice little touch, especially at night. This lights up very well. Next thing over here we'll get into is the factory running boards. Now, I thought when the 21s first came out, the running boards were going to kind of like slide in and out, but I was wrong. They actually drop down. They're very nice. They have lighting underneath on them too. I got to figure out how to turn the lighting on, but I might want to add these factory running boards to my truck, which is a very nice option. They're definitely not as fast as the amps, but they do work really, really well. And in here, there's a button in your console that you can hit to put the running boards up and down. It took me a second to figure out what that button was because, like I said, I don't have that on my truck, which is nice. GM's actually kind of picking up a little bit, but that's what happens. You get the 20, and then the 21 comes along, and they add these nice little options. He so far did the mirror lights. Let me turn them off so I could talk about what are done different with these mirror lights versus mine. I didn't think about this at the time when I got mine done, but now seeing it, I probably should have gotten mine done. But let me go ahead and turn them off and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Getting into the mirror lights, like I said, now I have the lights off. As you can see, when he got his mirror lights done, he actually got the inside paint match of the clear lenses and put white LED strips in there. When I got my lights done, I just went ahead and put the white LED strips in there. I wasn't really thinking along these lines, but seeing them in person, I definitely should have went this option. If I ever decided to, do my mirrors again, wouldn't be that hard to get a new set and get the inside paint match. He also did the mirror caps, paint match those black. I'm still kind of torn. I really like them all black like that. I did leave mine chrome, but like I said, I'm really kind of happy with the way mine are chrome. Seeing this in person, I may want to get mine painted black now. I'm really kind of torn, like I said. But these do look really good. And the one thing that's a little bit different on the 21s, this is the Black Diamond Edition. So as you can see in the paint, it kind of has some sparkle to it. As you can see there, mine's just kind of like Onyx Black is what this is called. This is like Pearl Black or something like that. But I wish they had this paint color available in mine, because out in the sunlight, if it wasn't snowing outside, you can actually see all the flake in the paint, and this is a super, super clean color. You always miss the boat when you get the first year options, but like I said, this is a super, super nice paint color. Also, what he did was, I'll turn these back on so you can see them. He got the fender lights done. This is kind of like the same exact style that I want to do. Kind of like they paint match the whole inside, put the strip there, and you have the white LEDs in there. The only thing different I want to do on mine is make these blinkers. I have an idea what I want to do with mine, but I don't want to give it out yet because I'm sure I'll see it like 50 other times over again before I go ahead and get the mine. I have not seen it done yet. I want to do that on my truck. Also, he did the black flares. It really pulls the truck together with these black flares. I definitely got to get these on mine. I have them sitting in the box, but every time you pull these flares out, they have all these stupid clips behind them, and you end up snapping half the clips off. And when I get my lights done, I don't want to break all the clips again, pulling on and off. It's kind of just like a one and done type deal that I want to do. Also, he got the mud guards paint match black, which you don't see often, just the attention to detail. A lot of people, when they just put the flares on, they run these the factory texture black, so nice little touch on there. Also, coming around the back of the truck, he has the train horns done, which I'll go ahead and show you guys how they're wired up in a couple minutes. I don't want to do it in the garage here because I'll actually blow my eardrums out. We'll go outside and do it. I'll show you how that's wired up. Like I said, the attention to detail on this, like the little things that are done, is super nice. Seeing it done on this makes me want to do it to mine. And also, which is really nice, since you have the air horns, you have onboard air, you went ahead and ran it up to here. So if you ever need air, you just hook your air hose right up to here. Right up to here, and you have onboard air, which is very nice. I want to do that to mine, but I'm sure the amount of times I will use that be zero, but that's basically everything you do to your truck. It's nice to have, but you're never going to use it. Also back here got me thinking, I wasn't really a big fan of bed covers, but the more I see these, the Backflip MX4, these are super, super nice bed covers. I see a lot of cheap ones out there, but if you're going to get one, you might as well get this one. I see a lot of people running these. These are super high quality. They sit flush with the bed. They flip up. They're hard plastic. They're not cheap by any means. It's a super nice bed cover. And I'm not sure if I want to do a bed cover or not because I always throw stuff in and on my bed. I have one on my LBZ, and it's nice like in the winter and stuff, and when it rains it keeps your bed dry. But when you want to get in and out of your bed, it's really kind of a pain in the butt. And that's why I'm kind of torn about doing one of these. But as you can see, it's a super nice sleek bed cover. Can't even really tell it's on there unless you kind of point it out, but really nice bed cover. And then also, this is a 3500, as you can see in the back, how much more beefy the suspension is. I'm kind of glad I got the 2500 because I really don't tow it too heavy. And it should probably save me some money when I go ahead and get my leaf packs powder coated. I have way less things to get powder coated. Then up front he did the Cognito leveling kit with the Fox shocks. This truck drives like a dream. It's a super nice truck to drive, but now that we went over basically everything that's different, we'll hop into the interior, show you guys what's different in there, which is really nice. I wish I had it in mind. Makes me want to go out and buy this said option, but I'm going to look around a little bit and see if I can find an easier way to do it. But let's hop in the truck and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Now that I turn the lights on, before I forget, this is the Fender lights, what they look like. At nighttime going down the road, it really pulls the truck together. Once we get the white cab lights installed on it, it'll be a totally different truck. It's crazy how just a couple exterior lighting options kind of just pull the truck together between the emblem, the fender lights, the mirrors. Once the cab lights get done, the lighting on this will basically be done. But let's hop in the truck and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about that's different on the inside. Now getting into the interior of the truck. Really the only thing that's different in here is a touchscreen a little bit. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about there. They added this button here for the power steps. I'm not sure what's there on my truck or if they just added a different or an extra button on here because I don't recall what's there on my truck. I have to take a look and see. But the good part is about this is it has wireless Apple CarPlay, if this focuses. Now I wish my truck had this because every time I want to do something with my truck, with the CarPlay you have to take a cord and plug it in. This connects wirelessly up to your phone, which is a really nice option. I got in here, I'm like, wow, this has wireless CarPlay. Like, I wasn't expecting that. That's one thing you really kind of take for granted. It's kind of just like the little things. As you can see, like your battery percentage up there. Then when you charge your phone, it's pretty responsive on, it tells you, you know, your battery, your charging, everything like that. It's kind of annoying every time you want to play music with mine and get the CarPlay up and see what kind of songs are going on through Spotify. You got to plug your cord in. That's one nice little touch. Now I'm not sure if I would have to go out and buy the whole new radio and an infotainment system for my truck for this to work. I know I've seen online they sell some like things you plug in, I think, to a cigarette lighter that make it wirelessly connect through Apple CarPlay. I'm not exactly sure, but now having it here, I definitely got to figure out how to get that in my truck. But other than that, like I said, the interior is basically the same. There's really no differences other than that button and the wireless CarPlay. Still has the rear view mirror camera and all that good stuff in here. So that's basically about it. Like I said, I just wanted to go over this 21 and talk about the little small options, because everyone thinks every year truck's the same, including myself. Then when I got on this, it's just a couple nice little touches that GM upgraded through the model years. Now, I'm not sure what they changed on the 22s. They might have just left them the same way as the 21s, just with the wireless CarPlay and the power running boards. I was trying to get the lights on the running board to come on, because there's nice little LED strips under there that at nighttime when they drop down, the LED strips come on. I tried turning the lights on and putting them down manually. I'm not sure if the truck has it detect it's dark out for them for those lights to come on, but they do have the LED strips in there. And I'm a big like OEM plus guy, so if I were to get these steps, I'd definitely get these ones over the amps, just because they look a little bit better in my opinion than the amps. My one buddy has amps and he has nothing but problems like the motors blowing out and stuff like that, and they don't look too bad. Like I said, they're definitely not as fast as the amps, but I do like them. And then I'm sure there's a way with my dealer to I can wire this up, wire it up to here, put this button in, just so basically it works as a 21 truck and a 20. So a couple of things you gotta get done on the 20, but like I said, these are the little differences on the 21 trucks. Alright, so now I went over everything that's kind of different on the 21s. I want to take it out of the garage real quick, go a little bit away from my house, and show you guys how these train horns are wired up and how loud they actually are. Like I said, I really like how these are wired up, and it's something to keep in mind if you guys want to do a set of train horns on your truck. On how these are wired up. So let me go ahead and back it out. We'll get a little ways away from my house, just so I'm not blaring these things. You can hear them like 10 miles away, and then I'll show you guys exactly how they're wired up and how they work, which is very interesting to me. Alright, so this is what I was talking about with the train horns. Now that I'm a little bit away from my house, you can go ahead here, push this button down once, and hit the steering wheel. Nothing happens. You hit this button here, and it's, which is nice. Then you can go up to here, push this 2 up, or you go back to the center, your horn works as normal. You can hit the top one, and then it's, which is very nice. You can have it on demand, whether you want it through the steering wheel or you want your steering wheel to work normal or through the button. I'm not exactly sure how this is wired, but if you're thinking about doing a train horn install, that's something definitely to look into, because that's a very nice little option to have there. Alright, so that's about it for this video, guys. That's basically everything that's kind of different on the 21 trucks, and a little mods that are done to this thing that are the exact same things that I want to do to my truck. I just want to try to break it up a little bit and show you guys a little different style of build that you really don't get to see on my channel too much. But if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. If you like this video, be sure to leave it a big thumbs up. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Stop this conversation. We got no relation.